If the Giants are going to take a real step forward in 2026, there is one player who absolutely needs to have a breakout season this year. And no, I'm not talking about Jaxson Dart, because while everyone's focused on the quarterback, there are a few players on this roster whose development could absolutely change the direction of this team. My name is Sam from Roundtable Sports, and the question is, which Giant needs a breakout year the most? Let's hop straight into it. Every team has players that they're counting on, but then there are players who can completely shift the direction of a season if they level up. And the Giants have a few of those right now. Guys where, if they hit, the ceiling of the team changes immediately. So let's talk about the biggest breakout candidates and who matters the most. Now, this guy might be the most important non-quarterback answer on this entire roster, because if Andrew Thomas has a big, healthy season, the entire offense just feels different. Like, seriously, his impact goes way beyond just left tackle play. If Andrew Thomas is healthy and playing at a high level, Jaxson Dart gets cleaner pockets. The run game becomes more efficient. Play action actually has time to develop, and the offense stays on schedule. That's pretty much everything for an offense. And when Thomas has been at his best, he's looked like one of the top tackles in football. The issue has just been his availability. That's why 2026 feels massive for him, because if Andrew Thomas stays healthy for a full season, the ceiling of this offense rises immediately. And for a young quarterback like Jaxson Dart, having a reliable blindside protector would change everything. Staying on the defensive side, let's talk about Deonte Banks. And this might be one of the biggest ones as well, because the Giants need Deonte Banks to take the next step. He has the physical tools, size, speed, length, and ball skills. But this feels like a huge year for him mentally and technically. Denard Wilson wants aggressive corners who can hold up. And if Banks becomes a true cornerback one, this defense changes dramatically, because now Wilson can call everything more aggressively, and that's massive. The biggest question is does he have the drive to be the cornerback one? Now, this next guy might be the sneaky answer no one's talking about, even though I just made a video on him the other day, but Isaiah Likely could end up becoming a huge part of this offense way faster than people expect. The Giants didn't bring him on just to add some depth. They brought him in because of what he unlocks. Likely gives this offense versatility, mismatch potential, yards after the catch, red zone value, and a reliable middle of the field target for Jaxson Dart. And that's huge for a young quarterback. And if Likely breaks out, the ripple effect across the offense could be massive. Dart has an easy safety valve in the middle of the field. Play action becomes more dangerous. Linebackers have another problem to deal with, and Malik Neighbors gets cleaner matchups outside. That's why this could be such a big deal, because if Isaiah Likely becomes the player the Giants believe he can be, this offense gets a lot harder to defend. Now, the last person on this list is very possible and very doable, even though he just came off a crazy injury. But Jaxson Dart literally talked about this run game last week. And if the Giants really want to become a more physical team offensively, Skattebo becoming a true weapon matters a lot. Because if he breaks out, the offense gets tougher. Again, play action would open up as well. The tempo becomes easier to control, and the defense has to load up the box just to respect the run game. Just imagine trying to load up the box, trying to stop Skattebo in the run game, and then you just run play action with Likely in the middle, Neighbors and Malachi Fields on the outside. I mean, I'm telling you, this offense could be completely different next year. But if I had to pick one player, the Giant who needs to break out the most in 2026, for me, it would be Andrew Thomas. And I know some of you guys might say, can a player like Andrew Thomas even break out? But for me, it's less about the talent and more about putting together the kind of season the Giants need from him. Because if Andrew Thomas stays healthy and plays at a level we know he can, the entire offense changes. Dart will get cleaner pockets, more time to throw, better blindside protection, and more confidence in the pocket. And the run game gets exponentially stronger. Play action has more time to develop, and the offense stays ahead of schedule. Everything just becomes easier because left tackle affects everything. And with a young quarterback stepping into a huge year, there may not be a more valuable player on the roster outside of Dart himself. And if Andrew Thomas plays 17 games at a high level, the ceiling of this offense rises immediately. And if he doesn't, it gets a lot harder for everything else to work the way the Giants want to. That's why my answer is Andrew Thomas for sure. Now, to conclude, Jaxson Dart will get the headlines, Malik Neighbors will get the attention, but the Giants' most important breakout player in 2026, that's honestly a real debate, because one breakout season from the right player could completely change what this team looks like. But what do you guys think? Which Giant do you guys think needs to break out the most in 2026? Do you guys agree with me with Andrew Thomas, or do you guys have someone else in mind? Let me know down in the comment section below. And as always, like and subscribe if you guys are new. I would appreciate it if you could. And my name is Sam from Roundtable Sports. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.